Hi, I'm Ben Forty.
And I'm Evie Reardon, and you're watching WCAT's Weekly News.
Last weekend was Music Midtown, a music festival held in Piedmont Park that featured artists such as Bruno Mars and Future.
WCAT's Riley Warner and Christiana Dole had the opportunity to speak with students about their Music Midtown experience and their favorite bands of the nights.
Hi, I'm Riley Warner.
And I'm Christiana Dole.
Many of our very own Westminster students went to Music Midtown this year.
We interviewed students to hear about their Music Midtown experience. So, what was your favorite part about Music Midtown?
I like the Russ concert and the Future concert.
So, what's your favorite song by one of those artists?
I really liked when Russ played Me and You. That was my favorite song.
Nice.
I really liked Big Sean and Bruno Mars.
My favorite was probably Big Sean. I love his music, and it was just a fun time.
What's your favorite song by Big Sean?
I like Omi from his new album, and Jump Out the Window was my favorite he played, though.
You know, I think the food was awesome. I had a slice of pizza and some sweet tea with lemonade. It was really good, and it was awesome.
My favorite day was Saturday because Bruno Mars performed and Uptown Funk was great.
I really liked this lineup on Sunday, and when Future performed Stick Talk, it was really lit.
As you can tell, many people had a great time Music Midtown this year.
Bruno Mars and Big Sean were some of the most popular concerts, and most people are looking forward to going again next year.
I'm Riley Warner.
And I'm Christiana Dole.
Now back to you in the studio.
We hope everyone enjoyed a fun weekend.
The blood drive will take place on Monday, September 25th in the Campus Center.
It is a great opportunity to donate and show support for the American Red Cross in light of the recent hurricanes that have devastated Florida and Texas.
Football season has started, and many Westminster students have created their own fantasy football leagues.
Reporters Will Smith and Will Spillman had the opportunity to talk to some students about their fantasy football teams this year. Will Squared?
Hey guys, it's September and fantasy football is back and it's everywhere. Now Drew, what are some of the hardest decisions you've had to make as a commissioner?
Well, I just want to be as corrupt as possible, really just help myself as much as possible. So I normally change a lot of point totals so I get to win. That's how I've won the league once and made the playoffs once. So yeah, that's what I like to do.
Now, if we look to my right, we're hearing some classic squabbling between two members of the senior league. Let's listen in.
Last year that we're doing it and you're saying we should just keep up with the system?
This is intense. Ryan Shaw might start crying. Okay, we have some physical violence. We're going to get out of here. It's too dangerous. I heard that one of you guys has an only kicker league. Could you tell me more about that?
That's both of us. We believe that kicking is a big part of the game, and oftentimes it's forgotten, and we just want to show respect where it is due.
After talking with some students on campus, it looks like everyone's pumped up for fantasy football season. Back to you guys.
Thanks, guys. Football season is always exciting.
Not only is football a sport sparking excitement among students, there are many other teams having successful seasons so far this year. Let's go to sports reporter Jack Hunter for his weekly report.
Thanks. Last week at the Pigskin Picnic, the football team beat the Redan Raiders 44-0. Joe Egan led the team with 91 yards rushing, and Wardcroft threw for 150 yards in his return from injury. Tonight, the team will travel to Godfrey Stadium in Decatur, Georgia, for a region game versus the Cedar Grove Saints. Cedar Grove won the AAA state championship last year, and Westminster did it in 2015, so the game will be a highly contested one for sure. Kickoff is at 8 p.m., and if you can't make it there in person, WCAT will be broadcasting the game. The Wildcats volleyball team played a great match last night versus Mount Perrin. The Cats now have a 7-game winning streak after wins this week over Stone Mountain and Towers on Tuesday. The Cats play a plethora of games on the road next week, and they won't return to Turner Gym until October 3rd. Both cross-country teams will be headed to the Wingfoot ATC Classic tomorrow. This is a very important race for both teams, so if you see a runner in the hallway, wish them good luck. That's all for this week. I'm Jack Hunter with WCAT. Now back to you.
Thanks, Jack.
Yesterday was the Jan Term Fair. Upper school students had the chance to learn all about the fabulous courses the teachers had prepared.
There were many amazing options for students to choose from. Here's WCAT's Hadley McClatchy with a story on Jan Term 2018.
Hey, I'm Hadley, and I'm here interviewing Baird and Catherine and Mary Louise, and just about what their what they're gonna sign up for Jan term. So tell us a little bit about what Jan terms you're interested in and why.
So I was looking at them. There's a lot of good variety, but I've actually decided to do an internship this year. So I'm gonna be working with Hunter Hill. He's a politician running for governor. It's pretty awesome. Yeah. Thank you.
What about you and Catherine?
Well, I applied for the Kenny Jan term, but I don't know if I'll get that yet. So, I'm really interested in the new interior design Jan term. So yeah.
What about you?
I'm also really interested in the interior design Jan term because I'm interested in becoming an interior designer when I grow up.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your Jan term and why you started it.
Well, I worked in the fashion industry for 9 years, and I am interested in teaching kids how to sew and what the industry's like. Also, the dark side of fashion, which is really important to think about, the ethical choices that we make as designers.
Jan term begins January 3rd and goes to the 23rd. The variety of opportunities from Israel to experiencing Atlanta provides many opportunities for students here at Westminster.
Thanks, Hadley. That's all for this week's news. For WCAT, I'm Ben Forty.
And I'm Evie Reardon. We will see you next week on WCAT's Weekly News.